Mookie Betts believes in ghosts. It is official, like a referee's whistle. Can't believe this one, man. You can't make this stuff up. I'll tell you what. Mookie Betts refuses to stay at the team hotel because he says it's haunted. Juan Toribio from MLB with that one. And it's time for us to dive right into it. Brad J here with your Dodger news. And this is a big one. This one came straight out of left field. Wait, scratch that. Straight out of right field, I guess I should say. And I don't care if you're on the fence when it comes to believing in ghosts. I really don't care about that. And I'm going to trust Mookie. His resume speaks for itself. 8-time All-Star, 6-time Silver Slugger, 2-time World Series champ, MVP of the American League back in 2018. I mean, if Mookie believes in the tooth fairy, I'm going to listen to Mookie Betts when it comes down to this. But this was a story that when I read that, I had to pick it up because I've heard about this hotel being haunted. And so let's just dive right into it. Wow, what a trip. All right, well, Mike DiGiovanni he said this about Mookie Betts. He says, well, he's returned to the Dodger lineup, opened a 4-game series against Milwaukee back on Monday, refusing to stay at the team hotel. Supposedly, it sounds like Mike doesn't believe in ghosts right here. Supposedly haunted for a second straight season. The Pfister Hotel, as it's known, where the ghost actually exists. Once again, Mike does not believe in it. You can tell by what he's saying, man. If he would be saying, he'd put some more credibility into this whole ghost thing, right? Well, in the 131-year-old downtown hotel, it's an open debate, but Betts wasn't about to take a chance. Okay. The story's insane, man. The story's insane because you're going to trust Mookie. And look, he comes back off the injured list from the broken wrist. He comes back in, and he comes back to play. And what does he do? He cracks a home run. And then, 2 hits that game? And then the next day, 2 more hits? He's staying in an Airbnb, right? I got to believe Mook, man. I'm going to trust him. Here's what Mookie had to say. You don't want to mess with them. Talking about ghosts, that said. I'm staying at an apparition-free Airbnb. Now, did he do research on that Airbnb? How does he know that there was never any ghosts there? That part's not going to change. Another thing hasn't changed. Betts' ability to make that baseball disappear. Playing for the first time, 7 weeks. He deposited a 2-run home run over the left field wall in the 3rd inning to drive in the first runs of eventual 5-2 win over the Brewers in an American Family Field. Okay, so what's your thoughts? Do you believe in ghosts, or do you believe that he's got a valid opinion right now on that one? Well, there's the ghost right there, Charles Pfister. That guy is the culprit of this whole thing. I don't trust him. He looks shifty, okay? And here's the deal, too, right? The dude's got to be a Milwaukee fan, first off, okay? He's got to be a Milwaukee fan. That's where he made all his money. He was adopted as a kid into a family, a German family that lived there. And then all of a sudden he went on to create all kinds of things, owned railways, did all kinds of stuff like that. During the Depression in the 30s, well, he wasn't the most respectable guy. Train raised, did all kinds of things. So, first of all, I don't like this guy as a ghost at all, okay? I don't trust the dude at all as far as I can throw him. How far can you throw a ghost? I don't think you can throw him very far. Just look at him. Look at those shifty eyes right there, okay? Now, he's got to be a Milwaukee fan, okay? So, if a team is staying at his hotel, obviously it's the visiting team. Why would you stay there? The guy he's a Milwaukee guy. He wants Milwaukee to do good. I don't know if ghosts root on teams or how that works in the afterlife, but Charles Pfister, I can't trust the guy, okay? Think about how pissed off he must have been when Mookie hit that home run, though. That probably really took him for a loop on that one. He was wishing. And then I started looking at, I started going into the batting averages. I mean, I really followed this down the rabbit hole to kind of discuss this and kind of understand. I mean, is this true? Do ghosts exist? Well, the dude did some shady stuff, so I don't trust the guy at all, no matter what, all right? Well, the guests have reported that apparitions of Charles Pfister roaming the staircase, knocking, pounding, electronics being turned off and on, objects moving, and MLB players are definitely not immune to the hotel spooky shenanigans. Look at him. Let's take another look at that dude, man. He looks shifty, doesn't he? I mean, this guy was adopted, had, started life, against all odds and became, a rich man. He did take advantage of things during the depression and stuff like that. So he was not a stand-up guy when it comes down to it. So on that case, I don't care. So here's what I'm going to say on this. If it's good for Mookie and it's good for the Dodgers, it's definitely good for me. So whether you believe in ghosts or whether you do not believe in ghosts, you got to think about it, man. There might be a little truth to this. And if you're a team staying there, and I think that, look, this should be the opportunity for the Dodgers to pick a different hotel. I'm pretty sure it's not the only hotel in Milwaukee that you could stay in. I would think that you would look for maybe another hotel in the future. Because if I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm trying to get some sleep, and that dude's in the room moving my phone around and unplugging my phone or turning the lights on, I'm not going to be happy with that. So I'm feeling that we need to change hotels. So the next time we go to Milwaukee, I think we need to make this an example and not stay at that hotel, not be there. Because if Charles Pfister is roaming the halls there, I'm not happy with that, all right? And you can't be, right? But Mookie comes out, and how many guys do you see come off an injured list? And the injury that took him out for a long time. But to be able to come back in his first game and be able to just crack a home run, right? And then the next game get 2 hits, right? So we'll see how this plays out. But I don't think Mookie now with because baseball players are very, they always think about things a little bit more, right? They're superstitious. And so I would think that with Mookie staying in the Airbnb, I'll bet you anything that Mookie reserves that Airbnb the next time way earlier, and he makes sure that he's in that Airbnb again. Because, look, he's getting a good night's sleep. He's hitting the ball well. And apparently it doesn't bother Will Smith because, he came out of his slump and he's doing some big things. So happy about that. All right, let's get into some more stuff here on Dodgers. Some kind of a sad stuff that I hate to even have to bring up, but River Ryan, it's official on this one. He is to have Tommy John surgery, becoming the 3rd Dodger to have this procedure this year. And man, why are we getting beat up? Why are our pitchers just getting beat up? We're going to need pitching, so things have got to change, and we got to stay positive going into the remaining months going to the end of the season, because you see how Diamondbacks and the Padres have closed the gap to the Dodgers right now. We don't like that. I'd like to see us like 10 games in front. And so we're going to need to work on that. And you look at that with River Ryan having Tommy John surgery. You think about the 3rd Dodger to have the procedure. Then you have to actually look at, what's going on. Well, we're already without homegrown arms, Dustin May. And I really miss having Dustin May, on the mound. Tony Gosselin, Tommy John surgery last year. Emmett Sheehan and Kyle Hurt all underwent elbow ligament replacement procedure this season. So sad stuff on the pitching side of things, but we just got to, we got to pull the boots up, and we got to get through the season, and we just got to will our pitchers through. So we'll see how everything plays out with the Dodgers, but I'll tell you what, if you do not believe in ghosts, I think you might have a case in Mookie's point to believe in ghosts, because I don't trust ghosts at all, and I'm glad Mookie stayed in the Airbnb that had no ghost, okay, because he got the hits, right? And he's back in the lineup. And that's one of the best things that we have. Back in the right field. We love having Mookie back in the game. And with him, you never know what could happen. The sparks happen with Mookie. He's such a game changer to have him in the mix. So if Mookie wants to believe in ghosts, I will believe in ghosts alongside with Mookie. And any other hotel for the remaining of the season that the Dodgers are going to stay in on the road, make sure we do a ghost check for Mookie. Maybe call him Bill Murray, the Ghostbusters, or something like that, and see if we can get things taken care of. That's going to do it, Brad J. for Dodger Digest. Thanks for tuning in. Whoa. See you later, man.